Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to We Are Fan of Motorbikes. Then you're in the right place. We dive deep into the latest models, reviews, and everything motorcycle. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated on all things two-wheeled. Now, today we have something really exciting to talk about: the all-new 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350. Whether you're a die-hard fan of Royal Enfield or new to the brand, this one's going to be a treat. We're going to take a closer look at its design, performance, features, and what makes it stand out from the crowd in the mid-range segment. The Royal Enfield Classic 350 is an iconic motorcycle. It has a legacy that spans years, and for 2025, they've upped their game once again. But before we dive into the specifics of the 2025 model, let's take a step back and understand why the Classic 350 has such a dedicated fan base. First released in 2008, the Classic 350 quickly became a symbol of retro design and unbeatable reliability. Its unique styling, solid build quality, and thumping exhaust note made it a favorite for riders all over the world. Over the years, Royal Enfield has continuously refined this model, making it more modern without losing the essence that made it so special. Now, the 2025 version is here to impress. Let's talk about the design first. The 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 keeps true to the vintage look that made the model a success, but introduces a more refined and premium feel. Royal Enfield has always nailed that retro style, and this new version takes it even further. You get that unmistakable silhouette, the round headlamp, the teardrop fuel tank, and the classic chassis that has become synonymous with the classic name. But for 2025, there's a fresh level of sophistication in the detailing. The chrome accents are now more polished, and the overall finish feels richer, almost like a custom-built quality. The new paint options are stunning as well, with some fantastic color schemes that exude a sense of timeless elegance. What's really worth mentioning is the updated, more ergonomically friendly design. The seat has been made even more comfortable, especially for long rides. The foot pegs are now placed at a better height to improve overall comfort. This model still retains the classic look of the vintage Royal Enfields, but with a modern touch that gives you a much better riding experience. Now let's dive under the hood, or rather, under the tank, where the real changes are. The 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is powered by the same 349cc single-cylinder, air-cooled engine that was introduced in the Meteor 350, and also present in the previous Gen Classic. But Royal Enfield has made some tweaks for improved performance and refinement. The engine is now smoother, offering better power delivery. You get about 20 horsepower at 6,100 RPM and a peak torque of around 27 Nm at 4,000 RPM, which is decent for this category. The engine is still mated to a 5-speed gearbox that's quite smooth, especially for city commuting. What's particularly notable in the 2025 version is the refined throttle response. The bike feels more responsive at low speeds, and the mid-range has been fine-tuned to give you a better cruising experience. Royal Enfield has focused a lot on reducing vibration as well, and it's evident when riding this bike. There's less buzz through the handlebars and footpegs, making long-distance rides much more enjoyable. Speaking of long-distance rides, the Classic 350 has always been about cruising comfortably on the open road, and this 2025 version takes that to a new level. The frame has been reworked for even better stability, and the overall handling has been improved for both city and highway riding. The suspension setup is another area where Royal Enfield has made notable improvements. The front gets a telescopic fork with 40 Nm diameter, and the rear has twin shock absorbers. This setup is well tuned to offer a comfortable ride even on rough roads. Whether you're cruising through city streets or hitting the highway, the suspension does a great job of soaking up the bumps while still providing a decent level of agility. For handling, the Classic 350 feels more planted, especially at high speeds. It doesn't feel twitchy even when you're pushing it through tight turns. The braking setup is also solid. You get a 300-watt disc brake at the front and a 270 mm disc at the rear. Both are paired with a dual-channel ABS system that offers great confidence, especially in wet or slippery conditions. When we think of the Royal Enfield Classic, we think of a traditional motorcycle. However, the 2025 version brings some modern tech features to the table that make the ride even more enjoyable without compromising the vintage feel. For starters, the 2025 Classic 350 comes with the updated Tripper navigation system, which was first seen on the Meteor 350. It's a small, easy-to-read display on the instrument cluster that helps you navigate, especially useful for riders who love to explore new routes. It's all controlled through the switchgear on the handlebars, and it integrates seamlessly with your phone via Bluetooth. The instrument cluster itself has been updated to look cleaner, but it still retains the classic round dials. You have an analog speedometer with a digital display for the trip information, fuel gauge, and clock. The 2025 Classic also offers a more precise fuel meter and a low fuel indicator that adds to the practicality of the bike. There's also an updated LED headlamp, which ensures better visibility, especially during night rides. The rear taillight is now more compact, but still maintains that classic circular design, which adds to the bike's vintage charm. When it comes to comfort, Royal Enfield really pays attention to the little details, and that's evident in the 2025 Classic 350. The seat is wider, softer, and more ergonomic than before. Long-distance touring is a pleasure with this bike, and the revised riding position makes it less fatiguing for both short city commutes and long highway cruises. The handlebar position is now more upright, which reduces strain on your wrists and shoulders, especially during longer rides. The foot peg placement has been adjusted to make the bike feel more natural while riding. Even the weight distribution has been balanced better, making the bike feel lighter when maneuvering in tight spaces, though it still retains that solid, planted feeling. One of the best features is the addition of a new air-cooled oil bath air filter system that increases the bike's longevity and reduces the maintenance burden. So, overall, this bike is not only easier to ride, but also cheaper to maintain in the long run. Now, let's talk about the price, because after all, it's something we all need to know. The 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350 is expected to be priced around R150 to R120 lakh at showroom in India. Pricing will vary depending on the variant and color options you choose. While this places it at the higher end of the mid-range motorcycle segment, it's still an excellent value for what you get. So there you have it, the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 350. A beautiful blend of retro styling, modern technology, and improved performance. Whether you're a seasoned rider or someone looking for a first cruiser, this bike checks all the boxes for comfort, style, and performance. Let me know your thoughts on the new Classic 350 in the comments below. Do you think it's worth the upgrade from the previous model, or are you leaning towards another motorcycle in this segment? I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Make sure to subscribe to Bike Reviews News and everything motorcycle reviews. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.